Sherrone, just talk about the drive after they tied the game at 17 and how big that was and how your guys responded.
Huge. We always talk about never flinching, and our guys don't flinch, regardless of the situation. So just such a great response by our guys, and what you expect from a trained group like ours.
On the left, John.
Sherrone, take us through the last 3 weeks, up and downs, adversity outside the program. What has it taken for you guys to get from that point to now today?
I mean, really, the biggest thing is we just try to focus on, what we're working on, keeping the main thing, as our guys say. Not looking too far into the future, not looking at the past, and doing what we can every single day just to get better and attack that moment. So not trying to look at the outside world and what people are saying. We know what we have in that building, and staying together as a group is the most important thing for us.
On the right lane.
Coach Moore, I'm curious about the play calling today because it was a lot different than what we've seen out of this team the last 2 weeks, especially. What influenced that? How much was a factor of the injuries to personnel that were the last 2 weeks? And yeah, what was the strategy there?
Just the players, the way they practice, the way they did it. And this game is something we prepare for 365. It's not a 1 week affair. It's not something we just dropped that week. So it's something that's planned out very strategically, and that's really all I can say.
On the left here, Andy.
Sherrone, you went for fourth down 3 times in the first half, and the guy said you told them you would call the most aggressive game anybody had ever called. When you get to that moment though, and it is fourth down, and you're thinking, oh, do I go for it? Send the punt? What was going through your mind?
Let's go. That's it. The players just practiced so well this week. They practice well every week, and when you have confidence that they're going to execute it at a high level, it's just like first down. So I feel like, I told them we were going to be aggressive, wanted to be aggressive, wanted to attack it, and those guys went out there and played their tails off.
On the right, Adam.
Sherrone, you're obviously close to Coach Harbaugh. I was just wondering what your interactions were with him last night, even this morning, leading up to this game, and what your message would be to him right now.
Yeah, big thing he said to me was, he loved me and do me. And I told him the same thing. I love him, and we got his back. So, and like I said in the interview, we got his back. We'll do anything for him. Players will run through a wall for him, so with the coaches. So we were just prepared to go win this game for him.
On the left, Angelique.
Sherrone, how difficult was it seeing Zach go down with that injury, and what's his status now? It sounded like he went to the hospital, and why the move of Carson to right guard?
It was extremely difficult when you're around a player for 4 years, or you're just around all these guys in general. You don't want to see any of them get hurt in any way, and it was hard, especially a kid of his caliber, on and off the field, more so off the field. Just such a great student, athlete, great person. But just got off the phone with his mom, so I think we got some positive news. So he'll heal, and he'll be ready to go down the road at some point.
Why Carson to right guard?
Just because we're always talking about the 6 best guy, the 5 best guys, whoever it is, and at that point in the game, felt like moving Carson in there and putting Trente out there was the best decision, and worked out well.
On the right, Tom.
Yeah, Sherrone, Alex Orji and inserting him in the lineup, was that just trying to activate that offense in that first series, second half, and how did that play out?
It was planned. It's something we've had ready to go, and as a change-up. And we always got different things, different wrinkles to keep people off balance, and something that they really hadn't seen all year, so thought it would be a good play, and it ended up working out well. So.
Larry.
Along the same lines, the running back throw, how long had you been planning that for this game?
Well, there's these plays, there's this cut up of 500 plays that I got in there that sometimes just need to come out, and that was one of them. So I think I saw that one in 2018 or something, and it's just been kind of hanging out. So we got a good running back that can throw, and came out at the right time.
In the middle, Ralph.
Sherrone, and frankly for the guys too, if they want to answer, you've been here for the one that broke the streak, then you beat them in Columbus. Does this one feel different because of the circumstances around it, and how?
Me personally, I don't think it feels different. We know what type of team this is. We handle business, so whatever's going outside the building doesn't really affect us. The only thing that matters is what's going on with this team. I don't talk to other people about what plays we're calling, what situations, how's practice going. I just talk to this guy. That's all that matters is what happens in this business. So,
Mason.
Yeah, same here. I've been a part of 2 of the last 3. Just our preparation, our complementing each other, offense and defensively, just goes well together. So I feel like we kept on playing good football. We know the expectations of this game, what comes with it. We know it's going to be a dogfight. So I feel like we had a good game plan, good preparation, and just came out on top.
On the left here, Steve.
Roman, could you share your view and your emotions of Zach Zinter, and then also of your touchdown through that tiny window?
Yeah, I mean, just seeing a big play and then kind of seeing a lot of guys like frustrated, and then turning around and seeing a guy like Zach, like our team captain, a good friend on this team, a good person. It just really hurts. Like, that's the heart and soul of our team and our offensive line, and you know, you don't want a guy like that to go down, and it just sucks. But you know, I can't really speak on like too much about it, like how he feels. But you know, I'm praying for him. I wish him the best. And like to go on about the touchdown, man, like that's a play that Coach Kirk, he drew it up for me, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a play that I know that JJ's looking for me to get open, and you know that's what I got to go do. I got to go make a big play in a big game and help this team win.
Ridiculous throw, too.
You see the throw? Insane.
Insane throw. And he'll tell you that he saw the guy that almost picked it, but he didn't. He just launched it in there.
What was your reaction, Sherrone?
I mean, it's JJ, so I was like, good job. I mean, I knew he'd make a play. I told him before the game, listen here, like when the game matters in some critical situations, I'm gonna put the ball in your hands because I know you're gonna make a great decision. You're gonna help us win, and you're gonna find one of your dudes, whether it be that one over there or this one or one of the other guys. But I know like where his mindset is at, especially on those critical downs, and he found those guys, and it was just an amazing play by him, and then amazing plays by all these guys up here.
For all of you guys, maybe starting with Coach. Blake was up here talking about, you guys still got unfinished business, quoting Kobe, job's not finished. What's left out there for you guys to still accomplish, and what did you learn about yourself today that makes you think that stuff is attainable?
Yeah, I think everything. It's crazy to feel the energy in this building, in our building, in the room, with the players. Extremely excited to win the game, but they expected to win it. And they want to go down there next week in Indy. We're familiar with it. We're going to play a really good team, but we want to go win that. And we're not satisfied with just winning that. We have bigger goals. We have all the goals. We have everything out there that we worked for, and we want to continue to pursue that. And these guys have earned that opportunity to go to those places and go win. So just excited for these kids up here.
Yeah, I mean, I was getting emotional after the game. Like, being a senior, like, this could potentially have been my last game in the big house. And it really hit me once I got to the locker room. And then I got excited. I was like, oh, wait, like, I still got at least one more game left. And that's just something I get to work for. And I can't wait to just go all the way with this team. Like, there's no other people, no other guys I'd rather go all the way with.
And then, we've been in the same position the last 2 years, falling short, but we know the expectations of what it takes to take that next step and keep on going to the next week. So I just feel like we're going to build off that off of the past 2 years, and we have the expectations of going past that.
Yeah, they hit it on the head.
On the left here, Mitch.
Sherrone, the Big Ten, when they issued their punishment for Jim, said at least in part they were doing it to try to balance what they felt was an unfair advantage that you guys might have had in the beginning of the season, and suggesting that maybe some of your wins were because of that. Do you think the last 3 wins that you've done, obviously without any of that and without Jim Harbaugh, put to bed the idea that somehow this team was artificially boosted in terms of their abilities to win games?
There's a lot of thoughts and things that I would love to say, but all I know is this team is as good as any team in the country, and I think they just prove it every week, so that's all I got to say.
On the right, Aaron.
Sherrone, this is your obviously 4th game coaching. Did you feel added extra pressure this week preparing for Ohio State, knowing the magnitude of this game, and where does this win over Ohio State rank compared to the other 2 you've had?
Never really pressure. I mean, our players just, the way they prepare, the way they attack things, it doesn't make you feel pressure. You feel extremely prepared. You feel very confident in what they're going to do. I sleep. The only way I might not sleep good is because my daughter might have her foot in my face. That's about it. But like, I don't lose sleep over these guys. They work too hard. They attack everything every day. So we know this game. When this game comes around, you want that. You know, that's why you come here. You come here for the pressure and this game. So it makes us run through a wall and go attack it. So nothing added there this week.
We're going to go with a couple more for Sherrone, and then we're going to excuse him and let the players talk. So we're going to go with Tony.
Okay, this was for the players, but we'll
Nice.
direct it to you, Sherrone. So I guess the confidence from the offense to the defense. I guess early on the offense not quite clicking, right? 2 3-and-outs, 3 punts in the first 5 drives, but the defense sort of bides time. Then late, it felt like Ohio State early in the third quarter really sort of established the run there. The offense comes back and gets that touchdown. I mean, is that the confidence you guys are talking about? I mean, is there just always an expectation that if we don't do it, they will?
Yeah, I think that Coach said it last night. This is the ultimate team. He talks about the team. Well, Team 144 is the ultimate team in every way, shape, or form. Offense, defense, special teams. We got each other's back on the field, off the field, and we know that we're always going to respond. The guys don't flinch. They just keep attacking, and I think they just continue to show that every week.
Ryan?
Sherrone, what happened with Will Johnson in the second half, and what can you say about how your team adjusted after he left the game?
Yeah, I think just had a lower leg injury. I think he'd be all right, but the guys just adjusted well. I mean, end the game with a pick, pretty good. So excited for the defense and what they did and how they adjusted. Just great team defense.
Mojo?
Sherrone, it was billed as one of the biggest games in college football history, and yet your message was you're not going to be scared, you're going to be aggressive, attacking, play calling. How do you reconcile that mentality instead of all the tension about the biggest game ever?
I mean, it goes back to the kids, how they prepare, how they attack things, and how they work. So I'd be doing them a disservice if I try to be conservative when they're going out there running 150s in the summer, blood, sweat, and tears, working their tails off in the weight room, doing everything they can. They put the trust in me as a play caller on offense to be aggressive in these games. That's what they want, so that's what we gave them.
All right, we're going to excuse Sherrone, and I'll leave the guys up here.
See you, boys.
Good luck to the guys.
Love you, boys.
You guys slide down a little. All right, start with Chris.
Mason, can you take us through the unprecedented holding call and what happened there, and then just talk about the trench warfare and how tough it was at the end of the day?
Yeah, it was a up in the air call. I just think that they wouldn't call that call particularly in this game, being the stage it's on and how big the game is. But you know what happens, stuff like that.
Just talk about how tough it was in the trenches this game compared to others.
Oh yeah, we know they're going to be one of the best O-lines we faced. I mean, they have good tight ends too, so that complements the O-line really well. So we knew we had to be on our best game, just going into every play, executing it as best we can.
Stuart?
Guys, obviously much was made of not having Coach Harbaugh for these games, but I'm wondering, having been through 3 games with Coach Moore now, or these past 3 games, like, what effect as a coach did he have on you guys?
I just feel like Coach Harbaugh has prepared all the coaching staff, just along their time as being here, to step up and be in that role as a head coach. So I just feel like Coach Harbaugh prepared our whole staff greatly, and they're expected to be in the moment like that.
Yeah, I think it ties along with the culture too. Like, just such a tight culture in the building. You know, everybody's always keeping it real, always 100%, and yeah, that's all I gotta say.
I mean, Coach Harbaugh's prepared this team really well, and Coach Moore is a big part of that too. So I don't feel like much change. Just another guy up there, another great coach being a head coach here. So yeah, he's just a good guy.
A lot of guys, yeah. We can just trust those guys.
On the right, Aaron.
For all of you, Ohio State made a big deal this year about being more physical. Did you get a sense
No.
that they were more physical?
Definitely not. I mean, like, I told the receivers this whole week, like, you got guys back there, like, this is the thing that I thought too, like, guys who you want to put on, like, the Louis V, like, the $1,000 outfit, like, you want to act hard, but when we're out there, like, they're not hard. Like, I see the film, like, you're not tough. Like, and I don't think I'm the toughest guy in the world, but, you know, I'm out there, I'm getting physical. Like, I don't think they wanted it like how I wanted it.
You guys agree with that?
Yeah, he said it.
On the left, Austin.
Roman, for people who said you guys might have had an unfair advantage in this game the last couple of years, what do you feel like you showed today?
I feel like our team went out there and just showed like details, precision, execution, really buying into this game and loving football and really being a really strong team.
Yeah, kind of like Roman was saying, but I kind of just feel like if you're beating teams by a lot of points, it's kind of just like is that, come on. Like.
Yeah, I mean, it's all in the past now. We just got to focus on Indy.
On the left, Charlie.
Colston, back-to-back years you have trick plays designed to go to you. Is this something that you have planned coming into the game? And what's your reaction when you hear that play call come up?
Yeah, we kind of had it in the bank for a couple weeks, just kind of waiting for the right time to use it. Obviously, Dono's got a great arm. He can make stuff happen. I wish he maybe would have led me a little more, but no, he got it to me, and that's all we needed. But yeah, just cool being just getting the opportunity from the coaches to be in that position.
Anyone have any questions? Any more for these guys? Clayton, Steve, Clayton first.
Some of the other guys talked about the speech from Coach Harbaugh last night. What stood out to each of you guys about that?
I was telling the guys sitting next to me, it wasn't even just Coach Harbaugh. I mean, bro, every coach I got up gave me the best speech I've ever heard in my life, just back to back to back. And then they played like the most banger video I've ever seen. And like, if we would have did that this morning, like, that would have been perfect to get ready for the game because, I mean, they did a great job.
Yeah, kind of along the lines of Roman. You know, being here last year playing against them, I kind of had that expectation because last year we did the same thing. All the coaches came up, you know, said what they needed to say, just got everything off their chest, and kind of just let our team just be free and just speak freely and let everyone know how we're feeling. So it was kind of cool.
Got nothing to add to that, no.
Yeah.
On the left here, Steve.
Colston, you work on the line with Zach every day. You have for a long time. And what was your view of him being injured, and what did that do for you in terms of the adrenaline and playing for him?
Yeah, man. Everyone on the team, everyone on the team loves that guy. He's just such a personable dude. Works hard, and obviously really good at what he does. So seeing a guy like him go down is, you know, it definitely hurt us. A lot of people, you know, some tears falling. Just sad to know that you know, he got that taken away from him. But I think that definitely motivated us to, you know, let's get this for Zach. And you know, now hopefully we can go see him in the hospital or wherever he's at and just make him feel safe and let him know that we all got his back.
In the middle, Michael.
Roman, what was in the video after the speeches?
I mean, it's a public video, just the team video. You know, I felt like that really hit me. It was showed a lot of highlights from like past years playing Ohio State, a lot of big plays Bill made this year. So, I mean, it's online.
On the left, Angelique.
For all of you, when you guys talk about adversity, I think most of the time you're talking about dealing with it on the field, but what has prepared you for what this team's dealt with, particularly these last three weeks, these 3 games?
I feel like I mean, it starts with Coach Harbaugh, and then our strength staff, all the coaching staff, our strength staff, they just do such a good job preparing us, and you know, like the strength staff specifically, just like when we're training, just putting us through, like mentally making us stronger too. You know what I'm saying? So just like always, just never quitting, always going 100%. I think that just like they just ingrained it in our head, so it's just always like it's just second nature to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of like what Colston was saying. I feel like just the staff, coaches, even the players, player to player, we get ourselves just ready for the moment, and when that moment comes, we know what we're going to do when that moment comes. So I just feel like that's a big part of our team in handling adversity, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, this staff, Coach Herb, and the coaches done a great job of showing us like how to battle adversity, especially in the weight room, especially in the summer. Like that's when it all started. It didn't just happen like out of nowhere. So like we're ready for it.
I think
it helps you deal with everything that's been off the field, that's been sort of all around.
I feel like yeah, definitely. But like, and we just like Mason was saying, player to player, we just have so much love for each other, and like, I mean, everyone's just like this, and I really do mean it. So it's like, you know, we're always gonna go 100%, and we always got each other's back. So I think that's a big part of it too.
All right. Good. All right.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.